He wanted to be president just because he wanted to divide Nigeria.
But that's a very big accusation.
The point is that he is a candidate. Last time you invited me here, I told you that people like Peter Obi will never in one political party because he's pursuing an agenda. If he cannot be a presidential candidate, he will move out. But you ask me how am I sure? He has gone to like the political party to become a candidate.
Is that a crime?
It is a crime. If you really wanted to succeed in Nigeria today, you don't pursue an agenda of one section of a country. If I, Ali Sharif, will come out here and say that no, I only believe in Borno State, not in Nigeria, then I'm not fit to be a Nigerian. Because this country, our leaders have fought and we stood by them.
Let me ask you, this same statement that Peter Obi is making, and in that statement today, he made it clear that this is the same statement that Bola Tinubu and those who are in the opposition at the time against Goodluck Jonathan were saying, and you were very much around when the Chibok saga happened, and those who are asking for Goodluck Jonathan to step aside. He's clueless. He doesn't know what he's doing. He should go. There are even worse case as it is right now in our country, and that's the basis where Peter Obi said, put politics aside. Based on the same measurement of which Bola Tinubu and opposition figures were asking Jonathan to resign, in fact, there are more evidence now that Bola Tinubu should resign. That is what Peter Obi is saying today. Does that mean failure on the part of your party and the President Tinubu government?
I don't take brief for His Excellency the President, but I can tell you for sure that today, what President Bola Tinubu did in this country to make sure that this country move forward, if you don't film your kudos, you don't condemn him. Let me tell you something. If at the time that Bola Tinubu said that there is no fuel subsidy, the deal about Nigeria wouldn't have even paid our bill for that month. And not only that, he did not do that and take the money to himself. He gave it to the states. If you Google yourself today and look the allocations of states, 10 highest allocation of a state, some states get as much as 55 billion in 1 month. In my 8 years in governance, total I've got is about 150 billion for 8 years. This is the allocation for one state of a state in a 2 months or 3 months. If you go by what is on the record,
based on
a lot.
Your man's job.
No. You see, let me tell you, he wanted the country to progress. He wanted freedom for the states. Talking about this insecurity, yes, insecurity is the responsibility of the federal government. But what you don't realize is it is also the responsibility of the states. Under the concurrent legislative list, go and look at it. States have a responsibility of security. And more so, in Nigeria, we have over 8,200 or so wards. All the institutions of these governments are in the states. Every state governor controls the local government, control district heads, control the religious leaders. It has to be something partnership. We have all responsibility. I have responsibility to this country. We don't just go and condemning the president because there is insecurity in Nigeria. It's not his responsibility alone.
Nigeria ma dosa ya Chineke nnade ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Nigeria wee wuru ofu nna nke bridge ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko da kiwe kpọọ ha ọkụ. Kpọọ ha ọkụ kpee ezinụlọ ha ọkụ.